What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to go over another cribbage video, and basically I'm going to focus on pegging, and specifically I'm going to show you guys strategies on how to predict what cards your opponent is going to have before they lay them down. I'm playing on the Cribbage app on expert difficulty, and I'm going to count my cards as well. Start off with a king is normally not a very good sign, but we'll roll with it. Kind of a crap hand, so throwing king 7. You don't like to throw 7s in your opponent's crib, but what can you do? Right here, I don't really have any safe plays. He's going to start off with a 5, and I'm going to go for the run of 3 here, but I'm going to assume that he's got a 6 or something, which he didn't. So that was a free 4 points for me. And I get another pair, which was more lucky, but right there, just pegging alone gave me 5 extra points. I got 15, 2, 4, and knobs is 5. And we held him 2 points in his crib. The average crib is around 4.5 or something like that. So whenever you can hold your opponent to under 4 points, that's normally a good sign. Here we got 4 of the same suit, and I almost always keep that just because it's like 4 free points basically. Here he's gonna lay down a 4, and I'm not gonna lay either of my 10 or my queen down, just because whenever somebody lays down a 4 first, you're gonna assume that they have an ace or 5-6, or most likely they're gonna have an ace. So playing a 7 here is pretty safe, and just like that, he lays down an ace, kind of how we predicted. Playing a 6 here seems pretty safe as well, because he's got 4, ace, ace, and now you're just going to assume that he has a face card of some sort. So you can pretty much take your pick on which one. And we get lucky and we get a pair. So that's just kind of a luck play right there. But we were able to predict the kind of cards that he was going to have. In our hand, we've just got 4, it looks like. In our crib, we have a huge crib, though, where we got 15, 2, 15, 4, and 8 is 12. Oops. A huge advantage when you're playing cribbage and you can predict what your opponent has is you can set yourself up when you're pegging to get more points. So right here, I'm going to throw Jack Queen just because I want to keep my run, but at the same time, I don't want to throw both of my jacks in there. And the main reason why I want to keep the run was just in case we get a double run just like that. And right now, since I have to play first, I'm basically going to look at, we just cut a 3, and I have a 3. So the chances of my opponent having a 3 is not very high. And that was the main concern there, and I'm going to go for a run of 3 here. And he laid down an ace, so you kind of want to guess that he had a 4, but since he didn't play that to get a run of 4 there, you're going to assume that he didn't have a 4. I'm going to play an ace there, and the reason for that was because I didn't want to play my jack, just in case if he had a 5, but if he has one, well, he didn't have one. So here we got 15, 2, 4, and 8 is 12, no knobs. Nothing really crazy, but really good hand. 0 points in his hand and 0 points for the crib. And whenever you hold your opponent to 0 points in their crib, that's awesome. You should be really happy whenever you do that. Here I'm gonna go for a triple double and throw my 10 jack in my crib. Some people would keep the 15s, for example, but I like to keep those points. And I just got to run a 3 in my crib. I'm going to assume he doesn't have a 2, so playing a 2 here, because I have my 3 to back it up, just in case if he does play a 3 and gets 15, is pretty safe play. He's got 2 queens. Playing another 2, with 2 face cards, you'd hope that he didn't have a 7, but in case if he does. And he's got a 5, so we lucked out and we got 3 more points to his 0. He had a good hand, and I got 15-2, 15-4, 15-6, and 6-12. But we got a good hand as well. In our crib, we've got 5. We run a 4, and knobs is 5. It's kind of hard to see if that jack was a spade, though. Here I'm going to throw 7-2 every time for that exact reason. I'm going to lead with a 10 here and hope that he has a 10 or a 5, which he didn't. But I'm okay with playing a 5 here because I'm assuming he doesn't have one. Play a 5 again because I have to. I get a go. Hope he doesn't have an ace, which he doesn't. Here we got 15, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, pairs 14, and 6 is 20. So we're getting some pretty crazy hands here, and our opponent is not. But at the same time, we're minimizing the amount of points he gets from pegging and maximizing the amount of points that we're getting. Here I'm going to throw ace-2 every time to keep my run of 4, just in case if I get hit, which I did. And I'm going to 15 here and hope that he lays down another face card so I can get 31 with my 6, which he does, and I get 31. He's going to lay down an 8, and he had 2 face cards and an 8, so it would be wise not to play a 7 here because 2 face cards and then he has an 8 also. It's pretty common for people to keep face cards like a pair and then throw away something to keep his 15-2 with his 7, so I'm okay with playing a 4 here. And he does have a 7, so that worked out perfectly. And that was another way that I predicted that he was going to have a 7, and then I got 3 more points, and he didn't get to pair me. So here I got 15-2 and 8 is 10. Or 15-2 and 10 is 12, sorry. Hopefully we might even double skunk him here. Here we got 15-2 and pairs 4. I wish I would have gotten some more points here. That'd be crazy if we could double skunk him, because double skunking someone is very rare. I like having 4 of the same suit right here, but at the same time I want to keep my run. That's right, I want to keep 4 of the same suit, and the reason for that is those are all really good cards that I have right there, even though they have basically no value. If we cut really anything, that's going to be a good hand for me. Yeah. And a 5, I guess, it wasn't the best cut, but here I'm going to lead with a 7 and hope he plays an 8, which he didn't, but he played a 5, and considering that there's 3 5s out on the board right now, I'm going to assume he doesn't have another one, which it would really suck if he did. And I'm hoping that he doesn't have a 2 here, which he didn't. Hopefully he didn't have a 9 there. Here we got 2, 4 is 6, I think. Looks like that's all we got, which we got a lot of good cards there, so and that sucks we don't get to double skunk him, but we are going to be able to skunk him. And right here, with how close my pegs are to the finish line, I'm going to want to try to peg out. It's my goal to peg out, and I did right there with the 15. So this was kind of a video on showing how predicting what your opponent's going to have in their crib or in their hand, and then using that to your advantage and anticipating what they're going to play and to set yourself up to get more points. And it looks like we just got crazy hands, which we did get fairly decent hands, but at the same time our pegging is what really set us apart and made us win there and put us in the best position to win. So thanks for watching.